Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Dave Charlton, and today we're going to be talking about distance. So without further ado, let's go over it. So hi guys, so like I said in the intro, we're going to be talking about distance today. Because there's a lot that goes into set sparring, step sparring, loads, there's so much. So that's the reason why I changed my channel's name to Ollie Step in the Right Direction, because I want to help people understand why we do it for. Because when you ask people about step sparring, they don't like doing it because for free sparring and jumping around. Yes, when you're young, it's great, but as you get older, you need to think about what are you doing? Like you're doing a martial art, yeah. So so you can defend yourself on the street in a real situation. You don't want to be jumping around doing dollios and duets and stuff like that. It doesn't work. So I want to try and help you, give you all. I've got a lot of life knowledge and skills that I've been doing the doors for, and been in situations, loads. I've been in loads, and not one's the same. So if you think you have one situation, then that's it. You know everything. You don't. Every situation is different in some way or another. So it's just dealing with it different. So you've got to think. So distance is really important. It's probably one of the most important ones of it all, of everything that you need to know. But distance is mega important. So if you think I'm here, the pawn shop, there's my hand. So this is my circle. Yeah, from here you draw a big circle around. This is your space. This is your personal space. So you want him there. Yeah, so you want your opponent there, opponents depending on the situation. So you want to be able to that out there. But like I say, like I've always said, yeah, the first thing you do is step back, hands up in a neutral position. So this isn't a non-aggressive. And like I said, changing that to that can make a massive difference. If somebody goes and watches the video footage and says, "Why did you have your fist clenched for?" And he had his hands down. So you just got to think, you've got to always have your hands like this. And remember, your palm, you can't break your palm, like I've said in other videos. Yeah, so don't use the palm in vital spots. We'll go on that in another video. There's loads. So you want to get, so it gives you a longer distance. If you go half side facing, as opposed to full facing, I'm giving myself wide open. I've got all my organs here. Kissy pulls out a knife. If he pushes, I can lose my balance and go over and hurt my head. So at least if I step back in a neutral position, like Lucille stance, or what you feel comfortable with, I'm here. So you can't push us away that I fall, but it gives me a longer reach. So if he's full facing, because every situation I've seen and been in, the aggressors are always like this, in full facing. You will get the odd ones that will square off sideways, but very rarely. Usually if they stand up square and put their hands up, they're a boxer or they're trained. But most of the time they're in front of you, full facing, with their hands going, shouting and bawling, threatening you. So by going this way, it gives you an advantage, because you can go straight to the target. So all the vital spots are right down the middle, keeping it simple, yeah? So he's got to go, if I'm punching him from here, yeah, he's got to go that way. So the distance it takes from him to get from the shoulder to me, I can go straight to the target. There, nice and straight to the nose, yeah, or jaw, cheekbone, yeah, for the snap kick, side pressing kick. You don't want to be going too high with your techniques, especially your legs, because if you go from cold and try to warm, you can end up tearing things or damaging yourself really bad. Especially, so you don't want to be doing high kicks straight away from cold, because that's when you hurt yourself. So you just keep it low, yeah, no higher than your waist height, yeah. Just keep it low. Whether you're going for a side kick to the leg, the thigh, don't go any higher. Really important, you don't go any higher, because you end up damaging yourself. I've snapped tendons when I've been standing for a while and running a fight and pull them, and it hurts, and it takes a long time to heal. So you just got to think, yeah, just keep it dead simple. Simple ones that work, yeah. So you just go for the nose, yeah, keep a centre line. So that's where the distance is involved. There's loads more going on with your personal space. There's tons more with this personal space that I need to go into. But I don't want to overwhelm you with things too much to think, because obviously you've got your peripheral view, all this. What else have we got? What else have we got? So we've got with distance, with peripheral view, and we've got with timing. Timing's really important. So there's loads that goes into it. And then before you even start the fight, you've got to think. So there's lots that go into it. You don't just go up and punch them hard if they're in front of you. You can't do that, because then you'll never get them done in a prison. So that's why you always got to think. Try and keep a calm head if you can, as possible, as much as you can. Take a step back, take a deep breath, and just take a look around. Where am I? I'm in a pub, a nightclub, a toilet. You could be anywhere and get attacked on the streets. So you got to think really what surrounds us. Never let anybody go behind you. Never let anybody go behind you. Always know where your surroundings. So never let anybody go behind you. Keep there's 1, 2, 3. Keep them there so you can see them. Never let anybody go behind you. Pardon me. So same. So that's it. It's getting used to this. So when you're in a class, or you're an instructor and you're teaching, just go with your class, getting used to standing up and walking next to somebody, and somebody goes to point a finger at them or like that, shouting, and get used to just going like this, stepping back as a reaction. So you get to drilled into you as a second instinct of just getting used to doing this and not standing here like this. It's really important you don't stand full facing when somebody's in front of you. Straight away, hands up. Just nice and relaxed, yeah. And you've got to give them a warning first, give them a slight push. You don't just hit them straight away. Really important, yeah. So again, you've got to think. There's loads of things that go into it. You can't just hit them first. So first things first, step back, hands up. So you've created your distance. Yeah, this is your space, and then you know all the vital spots to pick them off. So you know exactly what you're doing because you've trained. Yeah. And it's just like anything. It's practice, 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 practice. It doesn't just take weeks, it takes months, it takes years. It takes a long time to get to perfect, to get it as best as you can. But just getting used to the simple things and having street knowledge of if something happens. Otherwise, and it's trying techniques. You knowing your distance. So if you're going with a partner, get used to going with a partner and putting your hand out so you're touching them, and then get used to already flicking out a punch. So you get used to your own distance without thinking. Yeah, so you know how far you have to be. And remember, the leg's longer than your hand. Yeah, so if your hand's there, your leg's there. So the legs gets a little bit more distance, yeah. So it gives you creates that little bit more distance for you. Or you can lean back, yeah, and get that kick. So they can't hit you, they've got to swing a punch. So that's the first thing I want to talk about. Like I say, there's loads of videos I want to do. I want to start get uploading videos as much as I can to help you, because I do want to write a book, but at the moment I just haven't got the money to publish it. So if I can give you as much information, I'll be with different videos building up and then explaining. Then we're going to 3 step, then to 2, then to 1. But the first thing is understanding everything, what goes into it. And there's a lot that goes into it. It's not a case of just punching or kicking and they'll attack you. You've got to get your head on, yeah, and understand everything. If you understand it, it's easier. So you know what you're doing. But if you don't know what you're doing, you can't just naturally go into sparring on the street. It does not work. Yeah, it's a straight back. It's just nice and relaxed. Yeah, so just that's the most important. Straight back, relax. So that's it for today's video. So I don't want to be talking loads. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Yeah, and I'm going to try and upload at least 1-2 videos a week to keep you up going. Yeah. Any questions? Don't hesitate. Remember, I don't want no bad comments. Yeah, we're all human. Yeah, if I make a mistake, I'll apologise. But if I have any help, that's what I'm here for, to help you. I'm not here to tell you what to do. Like you should do this and you should. I'm not here. This is what I'm not for. I'm here to help you and pass on my knowledge, because no one keeping it to do is. I might as well help you and help you understand that all the things I've done and seen what works and what doesn't work. Right, so till next time, thank you very much. Bye.